In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle-Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospect?
Yeah, well, they call him the Eagle for a reason. He's a great finisher with both hands. I mean, just tremendous hops. They're gonna try to get him running downhill with a full head of steam. So yeah, we need to communicate, not get caught on screens, and challenge him at the rim.
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC Basket. Win and you'll earn a berth at the European Basketball Alliance Championship Tournament, and lose and you're out. Obviously, you have the rest of the FBSL season no matter what. But how important is it for you to play in an EBA championship?
You're right, Miss Mueller. That's a big deal for us. We've been chasing that all year. And I know our fans want it too. A lot of them even have tickets already to Istanbul. So we're going to leave everything we have tonight on that floor and make sure nobody's calling the airlines asking for that refund.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
And just moments ago, an aerial view above the Arc de Triomphe monument here in Paris. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's presentation of the FBSL on 2K Sports. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Sports and Brian Benefatemi. Coming up, it'll be Paris versus Marseille.
And Paris FC has been the surprise of the season. They've pulled out some impressive wins, and with just one more win here tonight, they're going to qualify for the EBA tournament.
And it's safe to say that MP has led this team far beyond expectation.
No question about that. I mean, if they get into that EBA tournament, well, anything can happen from there. But don't sleep on Marseille. They've got a lot of experienced players like Louis Dupont, who are about as competitive as it gets. Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Now here's Parker a screen. And ball off the drive. Pass to Barrow. Shot clock at 5. Breezeball long range. And Illich pulls it down. You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There's some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well. But from what I've seen, they could do it.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, relaxes the team a little bit when you're not having to play catch-up right away.
Inside. Bourgeois, that's good.
Nice job by Bourgeois, getting to his spot and getting exactly what he wanted.
And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of a pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
And good on both. Here's Paris. Pass to Zadirko. Outside Dumont. And here's MP. Guarded by Dupont. To the inside. And stolen by Parker. In transition, here's Marseille. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Scanning the floor, Breezeball able to identify his team's best scoring option.
Ahern, he's covered by Barrow. MP, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
Well, you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point. The youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
Now here's Illich. MP with it. Clock at 6. Pass to Elich. Oh, and Elich with the jam.
Oh, broke down Elich. Turning back the clock.
Barrow outside. Dupont on the wing. And Dupont throwing it down.
He's such a great dunker.
A high riser, no doubt about it.
Not many guys like that in the world.
No, definitely not. And we've come to expect plays like that from him. And still, they never get old.
And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them. And the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
And that's a confidence booster right there for Dupont. The defense cannot allow him to get these kinds of easy baskets.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Now here's Brisebois. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the middle. Here's Bourgeois. And it's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot.
Gritty mindset from Bourgeois in traffic.
Team's making some changes here. Now call Harris. Inside. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Pass to Ledoux. That falls. Nice feed that time from MP. And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city. Obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. Everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight. Perseverance, it always pays off on the offensive glass now.
And that one's good, Dumont.
That's just sheer will from Dumont right there. Not allowing the physical coverage to deter him.
Here's the roll. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Harris with the lead. Aaron on the wing. Again, it's Harris.
Making it look easy from the mid-range. How about Ahern converting for Paris?
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Barrow. It's hauled in by Paris. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Now here's Ahern. And there's a pick. Pass to Desure. MP. 5 to shoot. Ahern outside. Takes the 3. Valois with the rebound. Marseille trailing. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Now here's MP. He's got 6. 2 points. That one goes in.
Well, this is why you run plays through MP, showing great command of the offense.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Merrill on the wing. Soft touch off the glass.
The defense pretty much helpless to stop that layup. Just too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
MP right side. Lets the floater go. And it's Riard with the rebound. Merrill on the wing. Barrow slams it in.
Athletic move by Barrow, going straight to the hoop.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. To the paint. In the basket by the Sieur.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Puts one up from 19. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC basket hosting Marseille basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be. But basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here in the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
MP, it's good.
This is why you involve MP in screen and rolls. He just figures out ways to score in these sets.
Now here's Barrow. He's covered by Ahern. And ball on the wing. Down low. Bourgeois. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And Paris making a change here. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
When you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of the season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
And here's Paris. 6-point lead. Outside Dumont. That's good, and it's MP with the dime.
Stretching out the floor, Dumont creating space for this Paris FC basket offense.
Brisebois, long range. A rebound by Zadirko. MP with it, working on Parker. MP outside. Zadirko a screen. And here's MP from the arc. Paris the rebound. Outside Dumont. Park down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. Here's Bourgeois. 12 points for him. And a half minutes gone by in the third quarter. Barrow shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Working around, getting easier shots.
And MP is just taking charge right now. Every time he gets the ball, he's looking to score.
Now here's Bourgeois. Now Brisebois. It's stolen by Ahern. Pass to MP. Zadirko outside. MP. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Season opening and does not hesitate. That shows you MP's confidence and how prepared he is.
Here's Parker. Over Zadirko. Parker misses. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. And here's Ahern behind the arc. That's good. And it's MP with the dime.
Everything they put up is falling in, and that score keeps climbing.
And that is one demoralized set of defenders out there at this point.
Timeout called Marseille. So Marseille going with an almost entirely new group. And so it's Marseille with it. They trail by 16. Pass to Riyard. Inside. It's stolen by Ahern. Portier right side. Leduc. Snatched away. Here's Blackburn. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Riard. Fades back. And it's MB with the rebound.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
Making it ugly.
Leduc gets the bucket.
A big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose, guys.
And that goes for both ends of the floor. They've been controlling the action everywhere.
Just dominant.
Here's Blackburn. Looking to end the run. The shot that time, not on target. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by Leduc.
He will make you throw your hands up as a defender. You just don't know how to play him.
Here's DuPont. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 18. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the 4th quarter gets underway. Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action here between Paris FC. Here's Parker. Outside Bourgeois. Pass to Brisebois.
Who's watching him?
Here's DuPont. Six to shoot. It's hauled in by Paris. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th quarter of this one. Portier outside. MP. Pass to Leduc. Back to MP. To the inside. And stolen by Brisebois. Barrow outside. Now here's Bourgeois. Outside Dupont. Back to Bourgeois. And so it looks like Marseille will retain possession here. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this 4th quarter.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up.
Now here's MP. 5 on the clock. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 attempts.
Good aggressive play by MP. Taking it up inside and refusing to back off because of the contact.
Brisebois outside. Outside Dupont. Parker a screen. Dupont off the drive. It's good.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call Dupont the egg. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim to the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Hansi who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
He hits a second from the line. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock in game clock. Brisebois up top, covered by Portier. Bucket bucket is good.
Well, their offense is kicked into gear, but it's come just a little too late.
I think it may be, but at least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. But too bad it's past the point where it'll do them much good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now here's NP. The final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EVA tournament, and what a thrill it must be for all these fans here at home.
I mean, to even qualify for the EVA tournament was kind of a pipe dream at the start of the season. And now they've done it. Wayne Graves, MP, they've worked together. They've led this team further than anyone could have imagined.
And for Paris FC, with a trip to the EVA tourney in hand, who knows how far they can go.
I would not bet against them at this point, no matter who the opponent is. This team has grown so much, and right now they're riding a lot of confidence heading into the tournament.
And that about does it, folks. For Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it feel to clinch a spot in the EVA Championships?
It feels incredible! Oh man, this is my first season as a professional, so to make it to the continent's biggest tournament is an honor. These guys, another first for me, and one thing I'm really looking forward to is I hear they've got a beautiful architecture over there, and the Hagia Sophia, if I'm pronouncing that right, is supposed to be fire.
It is. Thank you, MP. Go celebrate. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
Seems like just yesterday I was trying to convince you to come to Europe. Now here we are, about to play Istanbul for the EBA Championship.
Austin, you keep popping up on me, and you realize I almost fired you for less, right?
Yeah, I was there. I remember.
All right, but I mean, I guess you kind of knew what you were doing.
Well, it only worked because you have what it takes. No, seriously, you earned everything you're about to get, MP. And if you take home this chip, you're going to get a lot more.
Win. But right now I need to know what the NBA draft is looking like.
There's been some upward movement, you know, nothing too drastic. But if you put on a legendary performance in this tournament, who knows? You might get yourself in the first round, bro.
Things are really moving fast, huh?
They are. Yeah, this is a crazy time in life for NBA prospects. So much is up in the air, and things change drastically.
Not if you're an NBA kid. I feel like half the league has a dad who went pro. Sometimes I wish I had those advantages, man.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be you. Plus, there's plenty of NBA kids who don't get a whiff of the pros. I mean, genes only take you so far.
Gotta earn it at this level, right?
That's right. And look at it this way. Coming from Vermont, Growing up around that diner, that gave you a work ethic and put a chip on your shoulder that'll take you as far as you'll let it.
Sky's the limit.
It truly is. But first, you got to take down Istanbul basketball. And you only got one shot to do it. Single elimination.
Come on, Austin. You know that's what I live for? That kind of thing excites me.
Okay, so you're not nervous?
Nah. You train hard so the game is easy. Pierre told me that on my first day of practice, and I think he's right. There's nothing that can happen in this game that I haven't already put myself through 10 times over on a random Wednesday. Look, I'm ready, and I promise you we're gonna win. You want some water?
Please.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament. The most experienced. Strongest will win. I expect them to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP.
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're so focused right now. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring home the EBA title to Paris. And I know a lot of guys on my team have worked their entire careers for this very moment. So I'm just hoping I can play a big role in making everyone's dream come true.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul basketball?
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. They're one of the best club teams in Europe. Have been for some time now. We're gonna have to scrap and claw every possession if we're gonna pull this one out. But we've got a great team too, and I know we've got what it takes to win this one.
MP.
Thank you.
MP.
You're welcome.
MP.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA championship between Paris FC and Istanbul basketball. I'm Blake Suniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
And what a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
MP with it. To the middle. Zadirko. And Zadirko with the jam.
Big Dave Zadirko bringing the noise.
And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. but they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
6 on the shot clock with the shot. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And he drops in the layup off glass.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zirko could be a wrecking ball in close. Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
And he'll be shooting his first free throws. And the free throw, no good. Istanbul with the ball. 6-point game. Outside Guvan. Tries it from 9. No good off the back of the rim. Zadirko. He's guarded by Kaya. Now MP. Pass to Illich. Dumal on the wing. MP. Pass to Dumal. Screen by MP. Takes the 3. Dumal, no good. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
Not many can argue Guvan is the star of this Istanbul side. Arguably the best guard in Europe, but he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvan isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game.
His presence as a scorer has a calming effect for them. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Back to MP.
Takes the 13-footer.
And another miss by Paris. Istanbul trailing.
Spins.
Kaya, defended by Illich. Kaya with a bucket.
From that middle area, Kaya can conduct a lot of electricity. Zaps one with a fluid jumper.
Pass to Illich. Ahern outside. Back to MP. Zadirko a screen. Here's MP. And another miss by Paris.
With his size, you have to love the way Anil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
Here's Ahern. That's good, and it's MP with the dime.
Putting up a fight inside, Ahern manages to overcome the contact with ease.
Outside Guvan. Pass to Toprak.
Drains the three-pointer.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Istanbul leading.
Sweet move.
And here's Ganesh. Outside Toprak. Kept alive by Istanbul. Oh, a nice shot by Ganesh.
Nice sequence from Ganesh. He is opportunistic.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The second chance effort. Zadirko, good.
And that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready to react as soon as the shot goes up.
Vaughn. Beat Toprak. Again, Toprak missing. Here's MP.
And it's good at the buzzer. Wow!
Pretty shot with about a second to spare.
Yeah, and as the defending team, you can't stand giving up a shot like that to close out.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Down low. That's tipped. Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone on to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
6 to shoot. From 15 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Ahern. Here's MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
What intensity from MP in the paint. Not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Pass to Idemish.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Goes up on the stripe.
Here's Arslan.
And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort, unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Pass to Idemish.
Goes up from the top of the key. Good work there as it goes.
Nice pass. He got that ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket.
Inside, MP. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal, shooting at a 4 for 9 clip.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
Pass to Idemish.
There's the 3, and that one's good. Korkmaz. And that'll tie this game up.
He found the perfect spot behind the arc. A big gap in the defense.
Back to MP.
Can't get it to fall. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Now Kaya. Here's Idemish. And Istanbul, another 3.
Not an easy shot there. He had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, I needed a little arc on that one with the size mismatch, but he did it perfectly.
Yeah, he put it up in the air a little bit more.
In the basket by the Steward.
And as he develops his game, MP's passing will be key going forward.
Here's Korkmaz.
Covered by MP.
Fires it.
It's hauled in by Paris.
To the paint. Teardrop shot. To the inside.
The Steward misses.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Elich the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Elich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
It's stolen by Korkmaz. The tray.
And it's MP with the rebound. Portier left side.
Here's MP. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Istanbul basketball ahead. Up 1.
Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA championship game gets underway. Here's MP. One of the things you always love about the EBA championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
To the middle.
Ganesh.
Elich the block.
Well, there's Bogey bogging down the offensive attack with that block.
Pass to MP. That one falls. Nice feed from Jamal.
Great communication between teammates there.
Istanbul trailing. And here's Duval.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Who's stopping Ganesh in there? Seriously. These are the types of buckets that Istanbul has to rack up.
Outside Duval. Here's Ahern. Pass to MP.
Zadirko. Ganesh defending.
Zadirko can't hit.
Istanbul with the ball.
The three.
And it's MP with the rebound.
He has slipped to a real funk here.
Definitely. The bucket is not looking very big to him at this point.
To the paint. Pass to Zadirko. Ganesh with the steal.
Shoots a fader, and that one drops.
And Tolga Yilmaz, the Istanbul wing, he's really shown some great development over the last few seasons.
Kept waiting on Yilmaz to figure it out. Then about halfway through last year, it happened. He's been an absolute stud since then, and a huge part of Istanbul's success.
Outside Gouvan.
From downtown,
Harris grabs the miss.
Even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off.
Pass to Ilic. Ganesh with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Istanbul. Gouvan.
here's the three. A rebound by Zadirko.
Harris trailing. MP on the wing. He's covered by Gouvan. Pass to Ilic.
5 to shoot.
And stolen by Kaya.
Inside.
Here's Ganesh. Ilic the block. And in this NBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Gouvan might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The way he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
Down low.
That kick out to Jamal. Ahern. Dobrak covering. And here's Istanbul.
Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Yes, and it's Gouvan picking up the assist.
Spreading out the floor. You want that in a swing man like Toprak.
Pass to Zadirko.
Stolen by Toprak.
Unhindered going all the way.
Oh! Slammed in by Gouvan.
We know Gouvan is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team when he's out there.
People have compared Gouvan to Chris Paul in terms of the ways that he can elevate a ball flow. He's got that sort of impact on a team where role players just play better.
Just 3 to shoot.
Pass to Ilic. Istanbul leading. Outside Gouvan.
No dice from the high post. It's tipped.
Stolen by Toprak.
1 second left. That one doesn't drop. And we've reached the end of the third.
Istanbul basketball ahead.
They're up by 6.
Welcome back. Only 1 quarter left.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Out to the wing.
Here's Gouvan. And no good that time either for Istanbul. To Dumal. Ahern outside. Now here's MP. Here's Ilic. That's good, and it's MP with the dime.
Well, despite his age, Bogdan Ilic can still put up big scoring nights and lead this Paris FC basket squad night in and night out.
Now here's Gouvan, covered by MP.
Lets it go from 11, and that one goes long.
To the paint, stolen by Toprak.
Here's the break. 14 feet out.
Out of bounds, it'll be Paris ball.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
MP left side. Screen by Illich.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so we'll shoot two here.
Huge spot here for MP.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to one. And it's tied up with that one.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Move on with it. Guarded by Zadirko.
Cans it from downtown.
This is a guy who knows how to get it done in the big spots. Gilman, big time.
Back to MP. Pass to Dumal.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And this is why he's the team captain. Dumont knows how to come through in the biggest moments.
And there's a foul called on MP.
That's his first foul. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Roll with it. MP's there. Ganesh sets the screen.
Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer.
And Gouvan is good for three. And when you try to compare Gouvan to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct one-for-one. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. There's not a lot of other guys that give you as much as Gouvan. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good on that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
When you look at a lead that he's Gouvan's game, it's pretty much complete. It makes him an elite level player in this league, and he's got it all figured out.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a two-possession game. Big shot from Bogdan Illich, and you're seeing the veteran calmness on full display.
Here's Ganesh.
And Ganesh rising to the occasion. The big man doesn't want to let the NBA championship get away.
Here's MP. Money!
Goodness! And they call MP's number. And he comes down with the biggest play of the night.
And Istanbul basketball with possession here. Ganesh sets the screen.
From 18 feet away.
Here's Gouvan.
It's in!
What a huge bucket in this championship game. Did you expect anyone else? Ali, Denise, Gouvan, the name to know.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Illich shot is off.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You know, they had to foul to stop that clock. That's really the enemy in this situation.
Yeah, and who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range.
Maybe knock down a 3 or 2, who knows?
And that's an intentional foul.
That took way too long. If they're trying to stretch this thing out, they shouldn't waste so much time.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6.
And Paris FC basket, call time.
Yeah, I don't think a 2-point basket does much good for them here.
Yeah, I think that's their only choice. A 3 and then a foul.
Just not enough time left.
And here's MP from the arc. It's rebounded by Istanbul.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good this time. And it's an 8-point ball game.
And Paris FC basket, call time.
And what do you guys think?
They can game plan all they want in the huddle, but unless they put more time on the clock, this one's over.
Yeah, I don't know what they think they can accomplish with this timeout.
Maybe a drink of water?
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Final horn sounds and Istanbul basketball are